she's going to be hitting like Optimus Prime in truck form. Like a truck. All right, what is going on, my dudes? We are back here today to take a look at the latest champion buffed in MCOC, and that's going to be Gamora. Now, Gamora has been buffed for less than 24 hours at the time of releasing this video, and already I'm seeing everybody write her off. Everywhere I look, it's like, oh, Gamora's bad. Gamora's buff is useless. Why would you waste time doing this, man? Why would you spend resources on such a trash buff? She's not changed at all. And I can't understand this mindset. Only 1 hour into the patch drop yesterday, she was completely written off. And I'm looking at this champion, and I'm thinking, wow, she was literally greatly improved from top to bottom. Everything about her is just better. I feel like the initial buff to her, right? Like, or at least her second buff, technically, right? Like a few months ago, 8 months ago at this point. I thought it was like decent, but it was like missing some sauce. Now, she's greatly improved. Her buffs have a 65% chance to activate. They're capped at 25, but that's literally not a big deal at all. I've seen some people talking about how she was nerfed because there's a cap introduced, but what people aren't grasping here is the fact that you're going to be building these buffs up so quickly, you're going to be hitting very hard, very, very fast, that she's actually going to be practical for actual meaningful content now. She's literally going to be useful for real content, not just building her up over 10 minutes for a big 600,000 health pool boss and then killing them after like 10 minutes of impractical gameplay. Nobody's actually doing that. It makes for a fun YouTube video, but nobody actually does that. The way Gamora was buffed, she was rebalanced in a way where she's actually going to be useful for real content now. And if you don't believe me, well, guess what? I'm gonna prove it in this video. So let's just start right away. Let's just go check out some damage. That's what everybody cares about, right? You want to see the damage. That's why you're here. So I'll show it to you, right? And there's always people in the comments, well, is she good without suicides? Is she good with suicides? Guess what? I'm going to show you both. And there's going to be multiple fights in this video, some with suicides, some without. So as you can see right now, we're 14 hits in and we have 9 buffs. That is greatly improved from doing like 2 to 3 combos with Gamora and getting like 0 buffs, because you used to have like a 35% chance to gain a buff, right, on your mediums and lights. And Sweeta, if you're watching, by the way, I finally learned I'm doing a lot of light ending combos in this video, so you don't have to yell at me anymore for stacking the cruelties. But yeah, so this is why I hate Winter Soldier. He gets so passive, right? We're going to go check out that Deadpool in 6.4.1 after this Winter Soldier. But as you can see right here, right, a lot of people like rag on her block proficiency. It's really not that bad in my opinion. And we're throwing out like 17k mediums here at this point, 17k heavy attack at the end, right? And we're only like 60 seconds into the fight. Now look at this. What we're going to do here is we're going to go for a special 2 right before Godslayer was activated. I did that on purpose there because what I want to do is build up to another special 2 while I have Godslayer active, okay? We're doing very big yellow numbers on the heavy attack now, right? We're doing 10k light attack crits, and we're about to go for an enormous special 2 here. Yeah, so that was a very large special 2. That was without suicides, right? So without suicides, that was about a 77 hit fight. With suicide, let's just skip in a little bit here, right? 30 hits in, go for a nice big special 2. We're definitely hitting a little bit harder, but as you can see, it's not like too different here, right? So it was a 77 hit kill against Winter Soldier with suicides active. With suicides not active. Now, while they're active here, a little bit of a different rotation, 68. So we shaved off, what, 9 hits without suicides on, right? So we got through 550,000 health pool Winter Soldier in about 60, 70 seconds, about 72 average hits each time. Her damage is very good. It is very, very good. There's no debating that. It's very good. right? Let's check out here against this Deadpool in 6.4.1. 230,000 health. Keep in mind, battleground opponents have less health than this. You have 2 minutes to take them down. Is she going to be useful for battlegrounds? Let's see, depending on the node, of course, right? But let's see if she's going to be able to handle that health pool, right? Battlegrounds is like the new cool thing in the game, right? That's what everyone's caring about right now. Let's see how she's going to do for that size health pool here. Of course, it's going to be dependent on the defender as well, but look at this here, okay? Up to the first special 2, and Deadpool's down to 44% health. Her heavy attack is very nice for refreshing these buffs now with these new animations, right? Very easy to counter special attacks. Go for the special 1 here that bleeds, ticking very nice, and he's just destroyed. He's just destroyed, man. So, 45 hits in about 40 seconds for 250,000 health. Plus, he regenerates too. Decent damage. Now, let's check out like some meta relevance here for like Act 7.4, which just came out, right? Is she going to be good for this kind of stuff? Well, Paradox. These are fun, right? The attacker gains plus 30% buff potency for each Paradox on the attacker. Cool. That's probably going to be good for Gamora. Let's see how she'll do in the newest endgame content released less than 2 weeks ago. Let's see if she has any relevance here. This node, this exact node, came up on like 3 different paths. So let's see if she's going to be good for at least 3 paths in Act 7.4. I'm very curious to see, aren't you? So we're building up those Paradox. We're doing 13k mediums, 11k light attacks. We're going to bait out the special 1. Very easy to counter with the new animations on the heavy attack, right? And now keep in mind, Hulkbuster has over 400,000 health here, okay? So we're going to build up a couple more of our Paradox charges. We have 8 now at this point. We're doing some big yellow numbers. Let's see the special 2. That was a solid 110k special 2 there. Let's go for the special 1. We're done. We're done. Just like destroyed him. Just like destroyed him. Like it was absolutely nothing, right? Now, I'm not going to show you this whole fight because it's like the same thing over and over and over, right? But Labyrinth Star-Lord has a crap ton of health. 3.3 million health, to be exact. That's a crap ton. If you go to the dictionary, right, and you look up crap ton, it's going to say 3.3 million health. There's going to be a picture of Labyrinth Star-Lord next to it, all right? So let's skip forward a little bit because it's gonna be a little boring building up, right? We'll skip forward like about a minute and a half. Up 25 Furies. I skipped forward 90 seconds, and we're at max Furies. Right? 86 hits in. Star-Lord's down to 75% health. Looks like we just went for a special 2. Why don't we watch the special 2? It's probably gonna be pretty fun. All right? Let's check it out. So he's at 83% health, 20k mediums, 90k special 2, guaranteed crit by the way. And now that we have our 25 Furies, well, we can start building up our cruelties because Furies are additive and cruelties, they suffer from diminishing returns. So it's better to build up all of your Furies, first. So this was a solid, we're doing like solid damage here. Like this is like Cosmic Ghost Rider after a special 2 with suicides, basic attacks when you crit, right? And it's consistent here. Now, I'm not saying she's better than Cosmic Ghost Rider because she's not. She's not faster than Cosmic Ghost Rider. She's not. She doesn't have more utility than Cosmic Ghost Rider, but her damage is really good. And now, after her buff, it's extremely easy to access. It's very easy to access. The 65% chance to gain these buffs on her mediums and lights is a game changer for her. The cap of 25, I think, is very justified because look at this. We're like 2.5 minutes into this fight and we're doing 30k medium attacks. 30,000 medium attacks, guys. This is gonna stay like this until the end of the fight. It's not gonna change. These buffs don't fall off. There's no synergies here for this. It's just like very, very solid, man. So for stuff in the future, like for example, right, the Grandmaster's Gauntlet that came, right? It went away. It'll come back in the future. There's going to be more stuff like that. You know, there is stuff like Summer of Pain, stuff like that in the future, right? This is very, very respectable damage output for that kind of content. And depending on the defenders, she may be very good for some of that, because she does have some utility that we haven't touched on yet. Right? We'll skip to the end here. We get the point. All right. I think we all understand like how this works in Labyrinth now, right? Looks like I got hit. Don't even remember that, but that's the ending, right? The last combo here, we'll go for the special one, a nice 80k special one. It's like pretty decent. It's like pretty decent. So now, 266 hits to take down 3.3 million health. It took about 4 minutes and 40 seconds. That's not bad, right? So now what we're going to do here is we're going to look at some utility. So she has a synergy with Nebula, right? And what it does is robots suffer minus 10% ability accuracy and minus 2% attack rating for each personal buff on Gamora. That's very good. That is a very good synergy. And now people are probably going to be like saying, like, if you're going to bring Nebula along, like, why don't you just use Nebula? Well, it's like, that's kind of like saying, well, why would you drive a Toyota when you can drive a Ferrari? Well, some people don't have the Ferrari. Some people have Gamora. They don't have Nebula. They may have like a 5-star Nebula. They don't want to rank up. They have a 6-star Gamora, one of their only duped 6 stars, right? This could be a solid robot counter for you. And it's very, as you've seen, very, very easy to obtain and keep up 10 buffs. Now, this synergy with Guillotine 2099, who also has a nice synergy with Nebula, you start with a Fury and a Cruelty. So they already start minus 20% ability accuracy. Also, your personal buffs gain plus 20% duration. Who's going to complain about that, right? Let's say you're a big Nebula user, man. Nebula, Proxima, Guardian, right? Guillotine 2099, that's like your foursome for Nebula, right? Gamora could be a very, very solid 5th slot there. So, we're here in 6.4.5. There's this Darkhawk. Let's take a look at how she does against Darkhawk. All right? So right now, minus 40% ability accuracy, 50, 60, 70, 80. Already. 10 hits in. 90. Minus 90% ability accuracy. Oh, there it is. Minus 100%. Now we're like in the negatives. Shield mode is not blocking. By the way, 8 buffs. Can't miss. Can't miss. Miss failed. You gonna regen? No. Because you got no ability accuracy, man. You gonna auto block? No. It's a pretty good Dark Hawk counter. Actually, very good. Very, very good Dark Hawk counter, to be entirely honest. Dark Hawk, Gamora. Gonna shut him down. Gonna shut down Nimrod. Gonna shut down Guillotine 2099. Gonna shut down Warlock. Gonna shut down... Who are the other robots? Omega Sentinel is a robot. She's an annoying defender. All the robots. There are a lot of annoying robots. It's gonna shut them down. Like it's nothing. Let's look at like more of that path, right? Let's just see how she does, like going on like an Act 6.4 path. Let's just see how she does, damage-wise here, you know? This is a gold pool. He's gonna be regenerating a lot. We don't have to worry about anything really here. We're just kind of like hanging out using Gamora. Now there's also mirror image, so he's gonna copy like my cruelties and furies. One thing, I noticed while playing her, dude, 11k mediums, 8k light attacks, like it's nothing, man. 24 hits into the fight. All I'm doing really is 5-hit combos and doing heavy attacks occasionally, building up to a special 2 and doing a crap ton of damage. Like I'm really like not doing anything crazy here that's like requiring like a crap ton of effort. I'm really not. Like I'm kind of just like 5-hit combo, special 2, counter with the heavy attack. If you're comfortable countering their special attacks with the heavy, you're gonna have a good time. If not, parry heavy. You're also gonna have a good time doing that. I have this synergy here that's giving my buffs plus 20% duration. Let me start with 2 of them. It's really not needed because look, I'm already at 12 furies and 3 cruelties, 16 hits into the fight. 16 hits in, man. So I'm countering miss. Robots would be done. Right? I wish that she countered miss like in her base kit. I wish it wasn't like a part of the Nebula synergy. But what are you gonna do, man? Not that big a deal. It's Angela. Not that Angela's like a super tough defender here. But you're going for the special 1 to get the bleed here, but she has so many buffs, you don't see it. Not too bad, right? So if we were to build like a 5-person team around her, this would be like a pretty sweet 5-person team of 5 very good champs here, right? So right here with Angela, plus 20% attack rating if at least 30 seconds have passed during a fight, and Angela has plus 15% fury and precision potency, very good for both champs. Over here, that's the one with the robots, right? Also, it gives Nebula guaranteed crits on special 1, special 2 for the first time of the fight. Over here with Mr. Fantastic, plus 20% fury and cruelty potency, great. And this is the one with Guillotine, 20% duration. Over here, this is the synergy that you gain 70% of a bar of power each time an immunity prevents a bleed or poison effect, right, on the robots. That's great. Over here, the synergy is great. Cosmic Champion base hits, pause 1 of each buff on them for 0.2 seconds. Very good, right, for Gamora. Just some armor rating over there. And then over here, Nebula, start the fight with 1 additional self-repair charge. Cool. Plus critical damage rating. Cool. And plus some health. Cool. Very solid 5-some here. Okay. And what we're going to be doing now is we're going to be looking at that utility of can't miss, which is pretty decent. And crit me with your best shot. My girl Gamora crits a lot. Her special 2 is guaranteed. So is the special 1. Tunnel vision. When the attacker performs the same action twice in a row, and they do not have a fault or debuff applied, they have a 100% chance to gain a fault or debuff which causes them to miss. Well, let's take a look. Let's take a look at how she does here. Spoiler alert, it's pretty freaking decent, dude. We already have 4. 5, 6, 7. We're close, guys. We are close. We are so close. There we go. 8. And if we didn't bring the synergy, we'd be there now because we have 10. 10 minus 2 is in fact 8. Now, what's great about this is that we're not missing. At the same time, we're healing from that falter debuff. Tunnel vision, all over the place in this game. Other nodes that make you miss, all over the place in this game. Right? Joe Fixit is low-key a very annoying defender nowadays, by the way. Like, he's looking at his power gains all over the place, man. He's putting weaknesses on me. He's putting disorient on me. He's destroying my my buffs. I can't see my buffs. I'm totally guessing here whether I have my buffs or not. I have no clue. But we're kind of just chancing it here. But so far we're doing okay. By the way, crit me with your best shot. We only do damage on crits. It's pretty decent so far. We also have 1 weakness going for that, and that was a solid like 70k special too. Right? 60 hits in, we have the weakness going. We're healing from the falter the entire fight. Done. We finished at 100% health, running suicides there. That was decent, guys. That was like very decent. You know? Let's keep going. We'll do 2 more here. We got Heimdall, and then we're going to do Sentinel. And since we have Nebula with us, we're going to shut him down 100%. Shut him down all the way. Right? So Heimdall hopefully isn't going to mess up our buffs here. What we're doing is light, medium to start in these matchups. We got 6 buffs going for us right now. 7. Oh! 8. We ain't missing. We don't miss anymore. I'm pushing him to a special 2 because I'm a silly goose going for the special 2. He's down to 60% health. Here comes a special 2 that we cannot dex. Nice. Because of the True Strike. Alright? But that's okay. We got our 11 buffs now. We're just rolling along, man. Getting into the rhythm of the fight. Gonna counter him with the heavy attack. Getting the spacing down. Making it up on the fly, not gonna lie. That rhymes. I'm a poet. I don't even know it. I didn't do that one on purpose. Maybe I did. Guaranteed crit on the special 2. It definitely hits harder with Godslayer active, but you don't need it. I mean, guys, it's pretty decent. This is one of the harder lanes in all of Act 6. And it's freaking Gamora, who apparently got a bad buff. But she didn't. Do you get it? It's the sarcasm there. I was trying to throw you off. I think I did a pretty decent job there. I don't know. But yeah, we got one more fight in this video. This Sentinel, right? So we did Darkhawk, right? And like we did really well against Darkhawk, like really well. Let's see how we do against Sentinel. We have 6 buffs going for us. We got to get 2 more buffs, and now we can't miss. And he's also at minus 100% ability accuracy. So, yeah, this fight's like kind of done. Like there's not much that Sentinel's going to be able to do here. He's not going to be able to gain his analysis. We're actually not even gaining the falter. We kind of turned off tunnel vision. I don't know if you guys noticed. No falter. We're not turning off cribbing with your best shot. I guess it's not affected by ability accuracy, whatever. It's fine. We have guaranteed crits on our specials, and they hit really hard. We're doing 18k mediums and 12k light attacks. And there's no ability accuracy on Sentinel, 26k at the end of that heavy. I mean, like, guys, how are people going to look at this and say that she's not good? She's not the best Cosmic Champ in the game, but she's so much better than she was. And that's the freaking point of the buffs, is that, like, if they get better than they were, that's a good buff. She is so much better than she was, man. She is usable in Act 6. In Act 7.4, she's going to be decent in Alliance War, man. There's the new nodes on Path 8 where you gain passive Furies, right? If you have, like, multiple buffs. If you bring her in there with Odin, you'll have 5 buffs right away. It's like get richer, passive Fury or some crap like that. And who's going to be there? Venom's going to be there all the time. Super Skrull's going to be there all the time. So you have to beat the amount of buffs they have. Or nullify or whatever, right? You go in there, but you're better off beating them on the buffs. So you go in there with 5 buffs. You're going to be gaining passive Fury. She's going to be hitting like Optimus Prime in truck form. Like a truck is how she's going to be hitting. Like, I don't know, man. I think she's going to be good and also useful for, like, important stuff. Like, I think she'll be, like, literally useful in Alliance War. There's that new defense tactic coming out where they just start missing. They put the falter on you. Look at how quickly she's stopping miss. Could be useful. Could be useful for shutting down robots. It could be. You know? Let's give her another look. I think she's pretty decent. I think I might rank 3 mine. I think I like her a lot. But anyway, my dudes, that is it for this video. If you enjoyed it, I'm a little blurry, drop me a like anyway. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any future videos just like this coming to you in the future. I'll be seeing you around.